These are coming down immediately. You guys, I flubbed it so bad. We are officially, finally, actually in the home stretch today. Oh, this looks like shit. Welcome back to the vlog. It is officially the beginning of the end, essentially, for the guest bedroom makeover. I am so excited to see it all come together and also to wrap this project. Oh my god, this is my third trip to the vintage stores in Burbank today. I also just stopped into Office Depot to pick up some prints. I flopped bad the other day. The original plan for one of the main empty walls above the credenza was to make my own DIY art. I had that like framed piece. The wood match was perfect. The stain literally was the exact color of the credenza. You guys, I flopped it so bad. And that's just the reality of the situation. That's the reality of the project, is that sometimes things don't work out and we have to pivot. And the pivot resulted in another, I think, $150 at the vintage store. What I've decided is to go for a gallery wall with a handful of different frames. There wasn't a large print or a large art piece that really stood out that would cover the amount of space. It needed to be like a genuinely giant piece if I was gonna cover that entire wall and make it feel the right proportions, I guess. We're gonna go for a gallery wall. I'm hoping it's not too busy. I still have to figure out the exact layout for all the frames, but I just did a super successful shop, again for the third time. This lady, I've basically moved into her shop essentially at this point. Friends with her dog now. It's a whole thing. But I've secured the final art pieces, I think, and we're just putting together final touches. I've made my last Amazon orders for curtains and like rug stickies for the bottom, since I wasn't able to use the like rug mat that's supposed to go underneath of it because of the height of the door, essentially. Anyways, it's all coming together and I'm excited to show you all the behind the scenes and give you the full reveal. The payoff, I think, is going to be so amazing. The before and after are just worlds apart and aesthetics apart, and I'm genuinely so jealous. I want to redo the primary bedroom now because of how much color and how fun and how much personality has been fused into this guest bedroom. It's just turned out so much better than I think I even anticipated, and I am deeply jealous. I also just wanted to thank everyone who left a comment with some feedback in terms of what you're looking to see on the vlog channel and your expectations for content with long form after my midlife crisis in the last vlog. So thank you so much to everyone who shared their input. I think hearing the feedback was exactly what I needed in terms of just like, it's just not that serious, it's just not that deep, we just want to see the behind the scenes, and that has been so helpful in how I've been thinking about content. So even today, like, I have, again, serving egg because today is a pickleball day and I'm also going to be like sweating in the room putting things together, but I just need to take a step back and go back to basics, I think, in terms of just like vlogging what's going on in my life. Thank you again, genuinely the feedback was so helpful, and I appreciate you so much. Okay, let's head home and I'll show you everything that I got. Okay, we're home. Best of times in Burbank. Literally, I've spent like answer to all of my problems 9 out of 10 of the times. For the gallery wall, I got this piece, and the collector slash owner was like, I literally just pulled this off my wall to bring it here. She's like, you have great taste. And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. So we got this one. I really love a frame that has personality, since obviously, okay, where do I put you? Where do I put you? Because obviously I have a couple of those gold frames from Home Goods that are just like regular basic gold frames. So to balance it out with pieces like this, the colors of this are so gorge, is just so nice. It's like a great balance. Like, I feel like I don't want to go too ornate and have too many frames that are like this, so a little half and half situation I feel like is actually ideal. I got this print of this vintage Chevy. Not sure if this will end up getting split into two or if we find a way to just make it like just this side. TBD. This is the last frame, the last of the ornate ones. I'm trying to find where the angels live. It's a little depressing. Hang on. I know it's lyrics. I'm trying to find where the angels live, because that means death, I feel like. Okay, so we're just gonna not think about that too deeply, and it's totally fine. Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. That's all she's saying, essentially. And then the prints, the frame for this one is coming today. This is a print that I just got off of Etsy. and it's a gorge green color. Ooh, love. That'll be so good. Great balance of some green, this like vintagey stamp. I haven't been to an Office Depot in a hot minute, but you can do 24-hour turnaround large format printing, which I was so impressed by. So got this one, and that's like a 24 by 36, like a poster size. And then I got two, I think one of these is an 11 by 14, and the other one is an 8 by 10. Oh, this looks like shit. Fuck, this looks like shit.
I'm so impressed with Office Depot's purpose.
The fact that they printed this gorgeous poster, but this 11 by 14 looks like doo-doo is so upsetting. Oh fuck, I loved this print. Okay, well, rip. I don't know if you can see how blurry this is. Like maybe it looks fine on camera, but it is so incredibly pixelated. Okay. Okay, the other print looks good. The other print looks good. When I was in elementary school and you were to borrow a book from the library, there was a library card in the back of it, and you would write your name, and then when you return it, they cross your name out, and the next person takes it out, writes their name. And so I found this Etsy seller that had scanned all of these like vintage library cards. So like 1978, 79, 98. Oh, actually this book was in 2013, so that's not too vintage. Oh, 02. Anyways, this is what it looks like. It's like vintage library cards that have the original handwriting. Obviously it's a printout, so it's not the original, but he has scanned the originals, and it's just like a fun print. I don't know. A nice little like nod to the childhood. Wow, I'm so sad that this one looks like garbage though. That's so upsetting. Okay, we're gonna have to creative problem solve what's gonna fill the frame that I had planned for this one. Okay. Oh, the other thing that I got from the vintage store is this freaking gorgeous Smithsonian book. I don't know if you can see, so obviously it's hardcover, but it's like the puffy hardcover. It's gorgeous. Ooh, and I got a bookmark? Slay. So for $34, oh my God, I love. Wow. Gorgeous. Anyways, I was thinking about styling the plush green whoa, am I having a stroke? The plush green couch with the navy Smithsonian book on top. Whoa, chouch, that's tough. Okay, onwards with the day. Oh my God. I mean, you can already see the progress that has been made in the past 24 hours has been immense, and I think all I have are like the last elements of styling and like placing little tchotchkes and knickknacks. I'm also replacing these fake hydrangeas with real ones because like I feel like I gotta celebrate. There is in fact a new fake plant over here, but it's like a real looking fake plant, like a better quality fake plant than the bird of paradise that was like incredibly plasticky. So you know, I just feel like a guest bedroom, realistically, if I were to venture into the world of having a real plant and keeping it alive, it's not gonna be living in the guest bedroom where I don't necessarily frequent. Everything is officially mounted, everything is framed, everything is placed, and I'm really happy with it, to be honest. Like, I feel like it looks really good. I've got a few last minute game time decisions to make that I'll walk you through right now. And this has not been an entirely smooth makeover. I will also say there was just like a general midlife crisis that happened in the midst of it as well, so that was really fun. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really excited to wrap this project up just with so much other stuff going on in my life right now. I need this off of my plate. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I do think that like needing this desperately off of my plate was probably a good exercise in decision making and being able to just like execute on a faster timeline than I maybe would have had I not been having a midlife crisis. So anyways, that's what's going on right now. I'm about to film just like the last little pieces of it. I'm thinking for like the short form, the YouTube short / TikTok / reel. Also, by the way, I want to mention that all of the decor detox series has been posted over on the main channel. I figured since it's more like DIY home makeover, it maybe makes more sense there, but now I don't know. So maybe I'll repost all of them as well too over on the vlog channel. I don't know, let me know. Again, your feedback from the last vlog was so incredibly insightful, and I think like one of the main takeaways is that and I feel this way too, is that like it's sometimes so hard to keep up with every creator that you follow short form because there's just so much content on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, and I personally don't really consume too many YouTube shorts. It's a lot of the same content across other platforms. But again, thank you so much for the feedback in the last vlog, so helpful. And I did an arm workout this morning, and holding this tripod up is killing me. Okay, let me walk through the decisions that still have to be made today as I finish putting this room together with the last final touches. This really is the behind the scenes because this looks like shit, and I'm gonna clean all this up before I shoot like the vertical version of the makeover. I just realized the pillows are still in the hallway. I took them off like as these were getting mounted up here since like needed the space. But the gallery wall looks so good. I'm so happy with it. So initially, if you remember, this piece was going to go here, and instead we've got this stamp print that I think just ended up making more sense since it's more of a portrait vertical orientation. And then with the curtains up, I also fucking hate this color, and these are coming down immediately. These are just so much brighter than I anticipated, and it's almost like casting a weird color into the room, obviously, since like the light is coming in and peeking through the sheer. So anyways, I have a package downstairs that I have to open to take these down and swap these out. The correct curtains arrived today, and I had these ones and they're the same length. So I wanted, when the curtain rod was getting mounted, the length to be perfect to just like graze the ground. So anyway, these were up for measurement purposes. Hate them, and I'm gonna take them down. Yesterday I did another stop at World Market to grab this little accent pillow. This has so quickly become Diggo's favorite chair. It is so cute. Every time I can't find him and the door to the guest bedroom is open, he is curled up right here, freaking knocked out. Okay, what else? I still have to put the sheet, like the flat sheet, onto the bed, organize all of the pillows, style these little side table little peeky-outy things. I love this new tree. Like, this is the cutest little shot right here. I'm so happy with it. Here is our certifiably shitty lamp that I put together in the last vlog. Oh, the mirror looks so good. I'm so happy with it. I love the arch. I think it's like a great nod at like even being able to see the arch of the mirror, and then in the reflection seeing the arch of the headboard, I think just looks great together. Also, look at this cute little outfit. I got the whole thing at Target yesterday. So cute. This like has some like lace detailing. Very cute. Anyways, the mirror's up. It looks great. It's like just maybe 1.5 inches above the baseboard, which is perfect. Our stupid shitty lamp, and then our gallery wall over here. Again, I'm gonna swap these out. I will say though, hydrangeas as a fake flower don't actually look that bad. I think this color maybe wasn't the best choice and ended up being a little more aqua-y than I anticipated, but there is a world where I end up mixing these with the real white ones because I do think it pulls nicely from the colors in this piece. Okay, more little styling items. I've got some candles to still pop into the candlesticks. Here's our new little fake tree from World Market. Love her. It was $90, I think, which is kind of a lot. I'm gonna add some moss, just like fake little greenery on top of here. And then I ended up swapping out a few of the prints. That one is new that I just got. That is a print that gonna be honest, I pulled from the Smithsonian book. I bought it Okay, so it's not like a rental and return situation, but that ended up being just like the perfect color scheme to tie into like the warm burgundies of this one. I've got this car print that ended up having to go in the opposite orientation of how it's meant to be, but I don't hate it if I'm being honest. And there's the rest of the frames. I think it looks so good. It's very Mia Sayoko. Definitely took inspo from her gallery wall of her new room makeover, and it looks so good. Oh my god, the other thing that I flopped bad on was I got these little sconces, and I think actually with the little tree here, it's not as bad. Like, this kind of looks cute, but when you zoom out, they're just so dinky. So I don't know if it's gonna make sense to put these maybe in another room. I'm just not gonna put them up for the reveal of just like the end of this, but literally I was holding them up before this tree was here and I was like, oh, these look actually stupid, so we're gonna skip the sconces. I think it's also the shade that I really don't like. I was kind of going for just like, I don't know, like this is, I feel like, such a classic shade, but I think like the white on the white wall is just not doing it. It's not statement-y enough. It doesn't stick out. I like the gold. It's just like not special enough. So we're gonna skip those. Here are a few more items that I picked up yesterday. This little standing clock, probably for a nightstand, and then this candle has just like some really nice glass on it. I gotta get some rug stickies down onto the base of this rug. You can even see it's like popping up a little bit over here. But I think that's everything. I think that's all of it. The pillows obviously have to go back in, the bedding and the styling, but like the bones of the room are done and I'm so happy with it. High key, I'm so jealous, and I'm just gonna continue on with the rest of the rooms in this house because now I want a fun, freshly designed room. Oh my god, okay, here's what's happening. These were too bright. Like, genuinely, I can't explain to you how shockingly bright these are. So these are down. I ordered these ones that were supposed to come, and when I say these ones, that means it's supposed to be plural because there's supposed to be 2 panels of them. I in fact only have 1 panel of them. It's fine. As much as I would have loved to check this off my list and like finish this room today, this color is okay. Like, it's fine, it would have worked, but honestly, not only did I only get 1 curtain, but like, where was it? They're just like awful quality. Like, obviously I can steam this to get the wrinkles out, but there's a whole section with these like little holes in it. Can you see this? All these little freaking holes? What is going on? So anyways, obviously this is like damaged product to begin with and an incomplete product. So I've got 2 more options tomorrow arriving. That'll be curtain order number 4 and 5. Okay, curtains aside, we're done. I am feeling really good about all of it. I'm sure once someone stays in the room, we'll have to make a few like actual like living tweaks. So sorry to my dad. I did in fact take your TV down, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks 1,000 times better without it. It's currently in the closet and I will likely sell it. Love you, Dad. So sorry. Okay, so just curtains have to go up tomorrow, and I have to finish shooting just like the 360 pan of the entire room, but everything is styled, pillows are in place, the little tchotchkes are arranged, candlesticks are in, pillows are floofed. I'm really sad that I wasn't able to achieve a choppable pillow. I think I needed something a little bit bigger and a little bit, maybe more down-filled? I'm not even sure. Anyways, it's fine. It looks great. I'm happy with the color scheme. Another fun behind the scenes, very real moment is that I ran out of time to wash the bedding prior to putting it on the bed. So I will obviously have to wash it before my next guest comes in actually in 2 weeks from today. I will officially have someone staying here. Curtains will be here tomorrow, so it'll be totally done, totally ready. I did buy real hydrangeas, and I'm gonna be honest, the blue ones look pretty good, and I love the idea of just letting them sit there and stay there forever as a fake flower does, but they look quite good. I literally have the real hydrangeas that I'm just gonna put in the kitchen because like they're okay, The one thing about white hydrangeas is that you're always gonna get a little bit of lime green in there as well too. And I actually think that the light blue matches a little bit better than these that almost have like a lime tint to them. So these are gonna go into the kitchen. These are fine flowers, they're okay. So anyways, the fake ones prevails. Is that everything? I think that's it. Okay, wow, it's done. So I'll give you a final little 360 pan tomorrow once the curtains go up. But otherwise, I'm gonna give this a vacuum and then I'm gonna start editing record the voiceover and then start editing and getting this video hopefully ready to go up on Saturday, like the short form reveal vid to go up on the weekend. And then hopefully this vlog also on the weekend, TBD. But hopefully see you soon. Wow, again, I know it's just curtains. I had a little bit of a breakdown with the curtain situation, but I feel good now that it's fully done. I wish, like, if I was a carpenter, I feel like this is too big of an undertaking, but I would have loved to somehow disguise these big glass sliding doors over the closet. Like, let me turn so you can see over here what I'm talking about. Okay, so like everything's so great, so good. And then this whole wall is just taken up by these freaking sliding glass doors. And listen, I know that we need closet space and that holds a lot of value, but they're just like kind of like that blue glass frost as well too. And I feel like there's a world where you could like put something on top of it, or like, I don't know, I just don't want to draw too much attention to it. It's almost just like better to just ignore it because it is so basic, and then just focus on how much we love this side of the room and how much better this looks. But yeah, because I just feel like if you were to add like even just like wooden slats onto this, it still would just be a lot. It basically turns it into like a statement wall, and I feel like that's not what we're going for. So I don't know, curtains, I think we just make the room feel smaller, which is not the goal. So anyways, I think once we have the curtains up properly on this window, it'll bring it all together and that'll be the end. And I'm so excited to do the official reveal. I'm so happy with how all of this art turned out, like all of these vintage pieces. Ugh, so good. Hi guys, we are officially, finally, actually in the home stretch today. My packages have arrived. The first thing are these curtain hooks, essentially, to be able to drape the curtains like behind. Wait, it would go this way and then be draped around this. And like, it just has that really nice like draped curtain shape. With these going on both sides, they're also a no drill situation. So just the 3M tape that's gonna go onto the wall on both sides of the windowsill. Also, I'm about to get my period, and obviously I'm going through a major just like midlife crisis, I guess we could say. So I have possibly the biggest pimple that I've ever had grow out of my face in my entire life. It feels so cystically deep that it's gotta be on the like the underside of my cheekbone or growing out of my eye. So it is so painful and so large. So anyways, we have this nice little friend joining us today. Don't have makeup on, obviously. I think I've actually shot all of the shots for like the short form video where my face is showing. So I think I can get away with just like angling the camera. Not that I'm not comfortable on camera without makeup. Obviously, I have nothing on right now. But I do feel like the comments from strangers on short form can be a little bit meaner. So totally good with this on the vlog channel, but maybe not ready yet for like a more formal video and like a makeover reveal video of doing a no makeup look. So I think I can get away with shooting turned away from the camera and just hanging up the curtains. So when you see that shot, just know this is the reality of the situation, is me and this friend here, this second being living on my face. These are my, I think, gonna be winners. It's like the most gorgeous, blushy, camel color, almost like a sandy blush. I was worried they were gonna be too pink because the description had them as like blush toned tan or something along those lines. And so I was worried they're gonna be too pink, but I think they're actually gonna be really nice. I picked these based on a very specific color from the rug that I think is gonna match really nicely. I am a little worried that there might be too much velvet because the headboard is velvet. The duvet cover obviously is like the crushed velvet. And then we also have the velvet plush bench. but I just feel like the existing window coverings, like the roller shades, are a little bit bulky and chunky. So I originally, I think, had talked about wanting to do like sheer curtains to still let light in, but I think actually covering as much as I can of like the roller shades at the top ended up being a better vibe and a better overall look to feel a little more cohesive and balanced. So I think this is gonna be the move, but I also have a second option that has arrived, and these ended up being a little more orange than I thought and kind of look almost exactly like what I took down. So we're gonna return these, I'm pretty sure. They're like kind of a clashing color that are gonna be way too close to like the browny camel color of the chair. But I do like the linen vibe of this. They are a good match though, to be honest, for these throw pillows. I love this blushy beige neutral color. Okay, so let's put these up. And then that's it. I'm gonna shoot like the final 360s of the room, and then I can finish like the last few edits that I have on the video, and then that's gonna go up tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. But everything else is done. I'm so excited for this to be finished. I feel so good when I walk in here, even like having vacuumed and just like taken all the trash out, having this off my plate and one less project that's ongoing has been great for my mental health. That's a sleepy puppy back there. Okay, just finished up the edit. I've got a few like tiny little tweaks to do for the most part, and then gotta add some captions, but it's pretty much ready to go for tomorrow morning, which I'm excited about. I also have decided after taking on the guest bedroom that we're just gonna keep on moving through the house. There are areas, especially like the dining room, outside of adding the new wallpaper that I put up in 2025, I really haven't done much to it, and I've got some big changes that I would like to make in the dining room. Nothing crazy, like no construction, no walls coming down, but I definitely have some like more statement-y furniture that I want to try. New dining room table for sure. So we'll see, but I definitely want to continue this series and just going room to room. I also am 100% going to be redoing the primary bedroom. I think it's just become a little bit too cool tone for my taste. I think I overcorrected in the collab that I did with Mr. Kate. I went from like so like lifestyle girly influencer vibes to like I think a little too mature, to the point that I feel like it lost the character and like the color that I like at my core need and love. So I think I just like overcorrected. They executed in terms of like my brainstorm and inspo boards, etc. So it's like it's not a them problem, it was a me problem then, and I think I just have like a much more clear vision on what I want now. I'll have to decide if I want to do dining room or primary bedroom next, but I definitely want to keep this moving. I feel like having a project like that is just like, it helps me, I think, immensely in terms of being able to do content as well. So it's a win-win across the board. Okay, so I feel like all that there's left to do is give you a good old before and after of the guest bedroom. I didn't shoot great before footage, there's a little bit, but I did shoot very specific vlog, horizontal landscape after footage of the room in all of its entirety. So I'm excited, and I feel like there's no better way to take us out into the outro with a little before and after. Okay, so enjoy that, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye guys.